today. Today.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Running right on the option is Tua. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Here's Hurts to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man downfield is Reynolds. Touchdown, Detroit. Josh Reynolds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He's got the hook up to McLeod. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Here now, 2nd and 4. This is Samuel. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now a 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing is Hurts. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Second and a couple. Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Pulled in at the 24.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it. Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Now a 2nd and 2.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Back to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hurts throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
The second half starts with a run by Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. They'll drop to throw.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd down and 4.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Shedding the tackle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6. A toss out right to Gibbs.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
It up here and look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now the Niners down by 15. 2:21 the time left. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Two and now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.
Down to a knee goes Hurts, and that is going to be that. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We've got it today.
So for Detroit, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a bit of a setback as they drop this
tonight.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To the air, Allen.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Now 2nd and 5.
Goff now looking to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
The Jaguars at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On second down, here's the option.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now. Allen. Steps away to his left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown! Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Now gone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
So after the INT, it's Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 28 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit. Another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now Goff on 1st down. And complete right side to Cook. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Goff. Now a short one to Gesicki. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, Allen. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
Here's Allen. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Goff. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now Goff. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
In motion right is Davis. Oh, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Goff now to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Goff on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Back to the ground, Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Downs going in motion left. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well in time there. And now 4th down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And Gay knocks this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen going deep for Hopkins. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Allen's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Allen now on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down.
Motion man left is Kirk. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 30. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got this complete to Ridley. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Etienne looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that are not going to help you at this stage.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's 21-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing again is Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right?
Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago,
the NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And I think with as good as their coverage is, and they're also excellent tacklers, they try to keep things in front of them and either make the tackle or you have to run out of bounds because there's nowhere to go. They'll let them dink and dunk all day long.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game. Big-time arm. 4.4 speed. So good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Here's Fields.
Escapes the sack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
3rd and 3. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. With 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on now, let's go. Here we go. 331, 331. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Fields now to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the
gun. Here's Fields. He's got some room to operate. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney from 8 yards out. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Well.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together. Just a little more animated.
2nd and 1.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw again. It's caught. Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Eagles!
DeAndre Swift.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now it's Fields. Completes a Mooney on the slant.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
On the option left is Fields.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Fields.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Chicago offense set to get started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
Now Herbert to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fields.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught.
A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Herbert once more.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Fields. The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's a toss play right to Swift.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Back to throw here.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now Fields.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A handoff for Herbert.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
2nd down, they go back to Herbert.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here now, 3rd down. They'll go again with Herbert.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Chicago, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.